All right, here we have our beautiful all original, two owner, 116,000 original mile, 1980 Ford Bronco. It's the Eddie Bauer package. This is beautiful paint. Interior's near immaculate. No accidents, no paint work ever done, no paint lifting issues. Just had the manual hub, the worn hub conversion done from the automatic hubs, and brand new tires put on. There are some little imperfections, but this truck is, creeping up on 30 years old. She's still got about a year to go. But you could tell this thing's always been garaged and well cared for, because the interior and exterior door sweeps are in really nice condition. All the lenses are nice and smooth. They got a nice gloss to them still. The headlights are just crystal clear. I mean, any of you guys that know these Ford trucks, or even the generation after this, know these headlights just tend to get to a kind of like a glow, a yellow glow to them, and kind of fade out. But if you look at the shine and the smoothness and the gloss of the tail lights, it's just stuff you don't see very often, and you know this Bronco's been really well cared for. It does have some little imperfections that will show, but for being original paint, almost 30 years old, it's hard to beat. But we'll get in here at the front. You got your little stone chips along the front here, and you're gonna find the same size, about the size of a pen tip. It's got some aftermarket Dixie Pick fog lights. They got a little surface rust on the inside, on the top. It's got some stone chips along here, but luckily it had a bug guard on it most of its life, so you just got this little stone chip. You got a tiny little guy, and you got a little guy right there, but that's it. It's in really nice condition. You got two little chips right there. There looks like something's been spilled, like a chemical or something was spilled. In this area you can see it kind of took out the gray right here. I'm gonna guess it was a bad battery, like somebody pulled a battery out and it spilled or something, because it's also over here, which is the passenger side where the battery's at. It's kind of hard to see, but in the right light it's pretty easy to see. So you got two streaks, and then you got like drips or contact points. But you keep it shined up and keep it, you could even get the red wax. They sell red wax to kind of hide rock chips and stuff like that. We don't use that stuff because we want the imperfections to stand out. That way, if you do 4 or 5 washes, all of a sudden stuff doesn't pop out on you. Little rubbing right there in the paint. Looks like a little bit of tree sap right there. But you can see the panel gaps are just amazing on this truck. That a lot of times people put their knee up here to wash or work on it and bend down the corner of the hood. But no paint lifting issues. I mean, the shine on this truck is just incredible. All the trim around the windows in really nice shape. Front window has been replaced. Still got its really cool original Michigan decal. Got your door sweeps, got a little, looks like maybe they came around here when they were panicking or something, because with battery acid or whatever they had on us, and maybe put a couple little imprints in the paint there. Does have a little bit of a stress crack in the material there, but that's the extent of it. A little door edge entry chipping. You got your little stone chips along the bottom of here. You'll kind of see them throughout. Anywhere you see this is little chips. Little area where the original pinstriping is flaked, but you can see the Eddie Bauer emblems. Really nice condition. You got a little bit of a deeper scratch right here. You got a little chip here. The top's never been off, so it's damage free. This is just adhesive, so it could come right off. You can see there's no damage here. This always gets beat up if you take the top off. Really clean in the gas area. You got chip in the pinstriping there. Again, you got some stone chips along the bottom here. You kind of have your typical little entry wear. You got ding, and you got some scratches. Small ones, a little chip, but not bad. I mean, that's all nice and clean. Nice. You can see how smooth this paint is. But this is what's cool about getting an original, well cared for truck or Bronco is, you never know that these have that kind of nice anodized, shiny look to them. You look at, it's the little things, like you look at these rubbers, and them, usually this stuff's all faded out and corroded to a really ugly, dull finish. You got a little bit of rubbing from where this kind of vibrates. That's just kind of a bad design. Little ding in the aluminum. Looks like maybe they missed the boat trailer a couple times, scuffed that up. Put a little scuff there, but the chrome's in excellent shape. I mean, you can see where the license plate goes. Usually, license plate's been on here for almost 30 years. It gets all kind of faded and corroded back there, but I mean, it's just gorgeous. Nice deep reflection. All the black is in nice condition, nice and deep. still has a good feel to it. Looks like there might be a little bit of bubbling. This is the only area you're gonna find it, and unfortunately it's just a bad design. Water leaks down here. So it's gonna be these two areas. And then, so I'll go ahead and close this. Oh, and I don't know if I mentioned this, but the rubbers on the back window, hopefully you can see it, is a little cracked, a little dried out. Still got its original tire cover, showing a little age, got a little mark there. Kind of coming undone down here, but again, cool to see after 30 years. There's a little bit of the chipping in the paint here. I don't know what would cause this, but if you don't know about these two-tone trucks, Fords, for some reason, they painted the entire truck tan first, and then they'd painted the main body color. So like the F-250s, F-150s, that say if it's a white with blue in the middle, they paint the entire truck blue and then white. So it's kind of, you do get a chip, it stands out way more than if it was just down to the primer or the metal. But again, nice glossy paint, a little wear. You always know it's original paint because this is a painted pinstripe. It's not a decal. And then these decals are pinstriping are a one-piece, two-color pinstripe that you can't replicate it. The only way to do it is you have to get a solid tan piece, dark tan, and then light tan on the top, and that's how you know a truck's been repainted. But this is all original pinstriping. Got a little chip there. You know, you do have a little stone chipping along the bottom, but a little couple scratches right there. But other than that, it's just in beautiful condition. Even the red ring around the beauty ring on the wheels is nice and bright. The silver in the wheels are in beautiful shape. A lot of times those are faded out. You know, it's like the little things I was talking about on the back hatch, but also here, look how bright red this is. I mean, this is usually these are all faded out. This has got no undercoating or black spray paint. I mean, to make it 30 years without somebody throwing a rattle can on there is pretty amazing. But I got the window down here, so you can see both door felts are still nice and kind of like fluffy feeling all along the door. Also, another area to pay attention to is these mirrors. They're cheap mirrors and they're cheap to replace, but they just get surface rust real bad. It just shows, again, you know, like you look at the antenna, the chrome and the black on it. It just goes back to that garaged and well cared for condition. You got a couple little scratches in the door panel here. You can't get them with your fingernail, so you might be able to clean them up a little bit. A couple little entry scratches there, a mark in the material. Passenger seat is perfect. This isn't busted. The dash is immaculate. Takes a couple minutes for the camera to focus, but carpet's in nice shape. You get a little bit of footwear darkening. Same in the back here. I'll get the seat to slide forward here. But you get a couple little marks, but you could throw a mat down or try to even clean that up. But it's just really nice original condition. There's no marls or marks on this, because when people tend to fold this seat up and they leave the seatbelt in there, it'll leave impressions in there that sometimes never come out or take a long time to get out. And then the top has never been off, so all the interior trim panels are there with all the little push-in rivets, which is cool to see. And then go ahead and pop the hood here. You can see the pads, the foot pads are in amazing condition, very little wear. Dash is really nice. Just a little bit of marking there, but it's still nice and tight. Material's not pulled out. No holes, but it is a little bit broken down on the side there. Again, the door panels is perfect condition. You can see all along here, just beautiful. See the original decal. And again, there's gonna be pictures of all this stuff. And then the underside is amazingly clean. Nice, honest, you know, no spray paint thrown anywhere, which is something I always love to see. We like our trucks to be honest. You know, we don't throw Armor all over the motor. We like the motor to show how it's been cared for the last 30 years. And you can see it's, you know, nice sanitary, you know, clean engine bay, but naturally, you know, can't eat off of it, but it just shows that this thing's been well cared for and babied. You can see again, like the rear hatch, the latch for the spare tire carrier, the hood hinges still got that nice shine to them. You know, stuff like this still got that shine. All that stuff usually gets just oxidized out. So lastly, I'm going to take you to the back area, I would have done it earlier, but I forgot the keys inside. So you got your interior switch works also, and then the exterior switch works too, and it goes slow, you know, so you might want to get in there and grease it up a little bit, or you might want to throw a new motor in the back, but you know, it's always consistent. Really nice paint, and again, this goes back to what I was talking about, the hood hinge. This stuff still got that nice anodized shine to it. This stuff is, some people probably think I'm crazy seeing this stuff, but you just don't see that anymore. You can see that little bit of that surface rust there. It's probably in the same spot as the outside bubbling underneath that pinstripe. A little kind of like sun fading or something in the carpet there. But other than that, all the panels are really nice. All the black screws are in place. So, all right. So this truck is going to be on a 7-day auction at no reserve. Really hard to find truck for many reasons, but also the red and the tan is super hard to find. So good luck. All right, here we are in a cold start video of our all original 1989 Ford Bronco Eddie Bauer. I'm gonna reach down in here and grab a hold of the exhaust manifold so you can see it's nice and cold. Put my hand right on it. The gauge will show it's nice and cold too. This is a beautiful all original truck. It's hard to find original paint. Bright red. See all the gauges, e-brakes on. You can see it running nice and smooth. No ticking or knocking, no exhaust leak. Doesn't have any motor mount issues shaking around. You can see it just burning nice and clean. So all right, this is going up at no reserve. It's a beautiful 116,000 mile original truck. Good luck. All right, here we got our all original 89 Ford Bronco for running and driving video. You can see how bright and crisp those lights are. The Dixie Pick lights don't come on, the bulbs will probably burn out, but if they're not your thing, you can just pop them out and put a couple chrome bumper bolts in. And you can see how clear those are. We got your license plate light working, burning nice and clean, no smoke issues. She's just coming up to temperature, so we're going to go ahead and hit the road. Our license plates have full protection on the back. Some people ask if they're screwed in, but no, they got protection on the back. You can see the dome light works. It's got a nice little Kenwood tape deck with the 6x9s in the back, but you can see the power windows work good. You can hear the blower motor, nice and smooth. You can see the white windows all locked nice. You can see the blacks in nice condition, not faded out. And it's still got the original decals. All right, so all the gauges are working. The tilt steering works nice and smooth. Here's your fog light switch. It comes on green, but never been smoked in. It's just nice and dusty. Hopefully you can see that. Power door locks work on the driver's side, but sometimes you might need to go in there and grease it up or put a new actuator on there. Sometimes you got to hit the button a bunch of times to get the driver's side. You see the cigarette lighter works. And the driver's side seat belt, sometimes when you lean forward, it'll won't recoil as it should. So some little annoying things like that, but again, it's just killer condition. So we'll get her out on the highway, try to exit off and do some back roads too with some potholes and stuff, if traffic allows. Really nice, quiet, and solid driving truck. Just brakes perfect. It's just smooth as can be. No pulling or pulsating, no noises, anything like that. It's got the 5.8 351. And all your sun visors are in nice condition. You got your decal. They stay in place. You got your wipers. Crank them on high, crank them on low, and then you have intermediate. But you got the tachometer, which is cool to see it working. Alright, so we're going to get on the highway here. But as you can see, I got to put a new oil pressure sending unit in on the motor. It's just super common. It's like an $8 part. So we'll go ahead and pop one of those in. We had someone put an external gauge on it when we had it checked out, and it was good oil pressure. So we'll just get that put in, and that'll be working for you. If something comes up different, you know, we'll make sure it's on the ad. But no, it's in great shape. Alright, so we're going to get out here on the highway, just kind of give it medium throttle, just like you're just pulling out and putting. We'll stand on it a little bit, put it to the wood. Gets up to speed really nice. You know, they're built like a brick, so you're always going to get some wind noise, but you don't get any extra wind noise. I mean, it's just an easy to drive truck. You can see how beautiful the original paint is. It's just nice when you have a vehicle. It makes enjoyment of the driving a little better when you don't have any cracks and you don't have any, you know, you got really nice paint shining back at you. You can see it's coming up to temp a little bit more. So we're gonna exit off here. I'll go ahead and stab it a little bit. Downshift's nice. Transmission operates just like it should. You know, when you're cruising around town, putting around town, it's just nice, smooth, consistent shifts. And then you stand on it and really want to get that motor to work. It downshifts really fast and gives you really nice quick upshifts. So, you know, no issue there. The motor doesn't bog down when you floor it. It just cracks, snaps, and got that nice deep throttle body sound, and just kind of takes off. So you can see there's the first part of this road we're going to turn on to. We're going to take a right and then another right, and that's the road I'm talking about, which is this one right here, this 90. It's got some bad patches, and it's just an old road, so we'll go ahead and hit it. And you can just hear it kind of soak it up. It soaks it up nice. Here's another uneven patch with some potholes. Another spot, and then it kind of smooths out. Four-wheel drive system works really good. It's just a shift on the fly. Obviously, you gotta have the hubs turn in first, but you know, you just pull down on the shifter, and you'll see the 4x4 light come on, and then you just go back. If you want to be in 4 low, you gotta come to a stop. The cruise control works. I'm off the pedal, so everything, you know, works on this truck. It's in really nice shape. You know, we'll just throw that new oil pressure sending unit on the motor and be dialed in. But we're gonna take some tight corners here. You can see it's just nice and smooth. Recovers nice. You don't have any slop in the steering box or play in the tie rods. It's super cool. No ball joints knocking or clicking. We'll get another 90 here. I mean, it's just an easy, you know, people say like a one-finger driver. That's pretty much this truck. It's just doesn't wander, doesn't make noises. It's just pretty much exactly how you want an 89 Bronco to be. So, all right, going to no reserve, so good luck.